Hi everyone, welcome to a new shocking story is sent by one of our subscribers, and it's portrayed just the way he has written. I'm Andrew, my age is around 40, and I have a small family with 2 princesses and my queen. This is how I address them in real life too. They are my lifeline. One evening, while heading back to my home from the office, I met with an accident. It was a major one, not for me, but the victim. The speed of my car was slightly high due to zero traffic. The young boy maybe wanted to cross the road quickly, but couldn't beat my car's speed. The sound of hitting was hard and loud. It was a death-on-the-spot case. There were no CC cameras around, so before someone could witness it, I escaped. I know I was wrong, but I was scared too. I reached home in a tired and very scary mood. My wife noticed, but didn't ask me anything. I was feeling guilty for my mistake. While sleeping, I shared the incident with my wife. She gave the expected reaction regarding the occurrence. We decided to go back to the same place again and check whether his body was taken by his family or not. We reached the accident spot, but nothing was lying on the road, not even the blood drops. It seemed like nothing happened. It was around midnight. We kept looking everywhere, but there was no sign of blood or any dead body. After a while, I felt like someone was peeping at us. But when I turned, there was no one. We went back to our home. While leaving, we saw our daughters were sleeping. But when we came back, we saw them playing in the living room. I yelled at them and asked them to go back and sleep. They were continuously looking outside through the window. It was very awkward, but everything seemed very strange for that moment. From that day onwards, we often used to see our daughters playing outside the house in the middle of the night. This was quite disturbing. If asked, they used to mention a small boy's name who used to wake them up from sleep and take them outside to play. At first, we used to think they were lying, but sometimes I actually used to feel someone's presence in our house. We lost our patience one day when we couldn't find our daughters in the house. We started looking at every possible place, but couldn't find them. We decided to file a missing persons report at the police station. My wife lost her hope and started blaming me for everything. My life became miserable after that accident. I went with the investigation team to look for our daughters. There came a time when we were passing by the road where the accident occurred, and something unusual happened. I saw my daughters playing over an old oak tree. We immediately stopped the car and kept staring at them. Although we could see only my daughters, it seemed like there was another person beside them. They were talking and playing in a trio. I called them out, and they felt disturbed and refused to come. This time, I lost all my patience and went over the tree and tried to bring them down. Instead of coming down, I felt someone powerful pushed me down the tree. It was the small boy's spirit who died in that accident. He followed me from the day of the accident. He looked so ferocious when he showed himself to all of us. He also pushed down my daughters and then disappeared in a second. We went back to our house. Although my heart was frightened too, I didn't let my daughters die out of fear. I gave them the hope of solving this problem as soon as possible. I promised their security from this spirit at any cost. The next morning, we called a priest into our house. He felt weird right after entering our house. Without hearing anything from us, he kept on roaming around the house and murmuring something. This continued for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then he gave us the chance of explaining our problem. He looked at us in a very rude way. "Did you have an accident a few days back?" the priest asked me. Yeah, but why are you asking it?" I replied with a question too. "Just answer what I ask. Don't question me back." The priest replied angrily. "Why didn't you help that small kid reach his home? Why did you leave his dead body in the middle of the road and escape? You also have kids. What if someone does the same with you? This boy is an orphan beggar. There was no one to carry his dead body and perform a funeral. This made his spirit become evil and take revenge from you," the priest explained. "I feel guilty about it, sir. I went back that night with my wife, but there was nothing left on the road. But now, how can I sort it out?" "His dead body is still lying in the forest beside the accident spot. Bring it to your home and perform a proper funeral for this kid and bury him in the child graveyard of the society. Only this is the way to sort out your problem," the priest said. We did everything just the way he said and buried the little boy in our society's child graveyard. And finally, our life became better like before. Thank you all for watching. If you loved this video, then make sure you like it, share and comment your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to enjoy more scary story narration like this.